Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. This is a new week of grocery hauls and meals, but we're gonna start off here at the airport where we are waiting for Jaxton and Mackenzie. Come on, we're gonna go this way. Okay, we don't need a water cup, we're coming back. We are waiting for Jaxton and Mackenzie to finish their Civil Air Patrol O flights. So they took off earlier this morning. Len was here. That was really early. This is Mackenzie's first flight, and this is Jackson's fourth or fifth flight. I can't remember. But we are here at the private airport waiting for them to return. And then we'll head off to the farmer's market because it's right down the street and get our weekly groceries from there. So it's a little bit different than what we're used to. We're not going to the commissary, not going to Walmart, but we're gonna hang out for a few minutes, wait for their planes to land, and then we'll show you what we choose at the farmer's market. All right, so Mackenzie's plane is coming in. I had it somewhere. Oh, there it is. Little teeny tiny dot. Here it comes.
Mommy, I see it too.
You see it landing? Yeah. Here it comes. There she comes. She should be riding in the back now. Her partner is in the front. They went and landed at another airport north of here. Switched places. I hope she enjoyed this flight. I'm sure she did though. Who wouldn't, right? You see her? Here she comes. That's so cool. She got to fly in a plane today. Look, here she comes. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Kitty!
Tucker, no.
Look, Tucker, here's Kenzie. Yeah.
That's Kenzie!
That's Kenzie.
Hey, Kenzie!
Wave.
Hey, Kenzie! Hey, Kenzie!
Can you wave?
Hey, Kenzie!
Wave, there she is. Isn't that neat? How was it?
Awesome.
You think it was awesome? You think you might stay with Civil Air Patrol?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Finish out my year and go on.
And see how much flying you can do?
Yeah. It was also
Awesome.
very cold.
I'm glad that you enjoyed it. It was cold. All right, let's go get lunch, okay?
Yes.
All right. We just got back from the farmer's market, And this is a pretty small haul. So we have bananas and cucumbers, some onions, tomatoes. I picked up some awesome sauce made right here in town, some blackberry jam, and some local honey. Len's allergies are starting to flare up, and I believe that's probably what's wrong with Jaxton too. So we got some local honey. They have vanilla wafers, so I grabbed some for the little boys. I really wanted some Crowder peas. I was hoping for some acre peas, but here's some Crowder peas. I got 2 bags of those. I got 2 packs of the drumettes chicken that we love, a pack of beef stew for this week, and then I also picked up some boiled peanuts at the register. So this is what we have picked up. I'm going to combine this with the rest of the food that we have and try to clean out the cabinets again this week. All right, it is Sunday, and I realized whenever I did my meal plan, when I moved everything over from last week that we did not eat, that we did not have things for lunch. So we did go to Walmart and do another little filler grocery haul. So I'm going to show you what we got there. We have 2 milk and a half a gallon of orange juice. We got 24 eggs. This was actually cheaper to get 24 than the 18 Walmart brand. We always need tortillas. 1 more pack of bagels. 2 packs of hot dog buns. We got some chocolate chip cookies for this week. We're going to be having donuts for breakfast, I think, on Thursday. So I got 4 bags of donuts, some tortilla chip bowls for our tacos, and this is what we brought home for their snack today. 3 cans of hot dog chili, these baked beans for dinner one night, chicken for the chicken salad. Yeah, just hold on. Needed some more peanut butter, salsa for the tacos. I got 4 packs of saltine crackers. Wait, that's the eggs. Some dill relish for our chicken salad. Did I say that I got cans for chicken salad? 4 more cans. I got some pickles. We're having meat wraps one day. More taco cheese, shredded cheese, syrup, some shredded lettuce for our tacos. I got the potatoes to go with the beef stew meat that I got yesterday. I also got some broccoli florets, corn on the cob for one dinner this night. We're gonna have waffles one day this week. So I got the blueberry waffles and the cinnamon toast minis. We needed some green beans for a dinner this week, hot dogs for lunch, and then we're gonna have these for taco meat this week, the carne picada. So we're gonna use this as our taco meat. I got 2 packs of that. I also needed to pick up underwear for Reid, which looks like he's already been through it. And he got a pair of pants because we cannot find 5-6 pair of pants. I don't know what we do with them. And then Jaxton needed a larger pair of pants because his are too small. So that is what we had to pick up from Walmart today. So it's just a little bit of a filler for lunch and breakfast pretty much. Okay, here's our meal plan. I have misplaced our little meal plan book that I usually use, but this is my Passionate Penny Pincher planner. The home planner, I'll link that above for y'all to see that unboxing that I did. So today it was a free-for-all for breakfast. We're having leftovers for lunch, and I'm gonna cook those chicken legs tonight for dinner with the Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes. In the morning we will be having oatmeal, tomorrow's chicken salad, and then the soup recipe that I found that we were supposed to have last week. On Tuesday it will be cheese grits, and then the taco salads for lunch, and those beef tips that I bought with the potatoes. On Wednesday we'll have wraps for breakfast, which is like peanut butter and jelly wraps, or they can put eggs on it if they want. hot dogs for lunch and the pack of chicken legs that I got from the farmer's market. And we're gonna have this with corn on the cob and the baked beans. Thursday we'll be having the donuts that I bought. Roll-ups are the sandwich meat and pickles in the refrigerator. They like that. And then leftovers because it's Civil Air Patrol Day. Friday, the frozen waffles for breakfast, and then I have some pasta sauce that I need to get rid of, and some pasta shells in the cabinet. And Friday, we are going to have the Crowder peas and rice for dinner. And Saturday, we will have sausage and grits, frozen pizza. We did not eat our frozen pizza last week because we were not here. So we'll have that next week, and then the other pack of chicken legs with the broccoli for dinner. So that's what we have. Hey y'all, it is Sunday night, first night of our meal plan. And tonight we have the chicken legs that we were supposed to have last week. Finally got around to making those. They smelled just fine. I'm glad they kept, didn't spoil. And we're also having that with the Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes. So I have those here on the pan, and we are letting the oven preheat. I'm gonna salt and pepper the Brussels sprouts, the sweet potatoes. I used the original Mrs. Dash on the chicken and some Olive Garden Italian dressing. Yeah, I'm gonna salt and pepper these Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes, and then it will be ready to go into the oven. Some of the kids are outside in the backyard. We have been organizing the older kids' bedroom today, so that took a lot of work. That'll be in a separate video. But finally got that done, and now we're all really hungry. So I'm cooking a little bit early. It is 4:20. So hopefully this will be ready a little bit after 5, I hope. So let me get this put in there. Okay, dinner is done. Took about 30 minutes. Got our baked chicken legs and Brussels sprouts with our sweet potatoes and Brussels sprouts. I added some cumin, not cumin, oh my goodness, nutmeg, clove, and cinnamon to the sweet potatoes. So that gives it a little bit of flavor. Check the chicken, it's perfect temperature. And so we're gonna plate this up and feed the family. Yummy. All right, it is Monday night and we are having soup. These kids were not feeling the sausage in the soup, so we did not make the sausage soup I was gonna make. Instead, what are we having? You having ramen? You like the ramen? They opted for the ramen, and I'm okay with that. We have so many ramen noodle packets that we need to get rid of. They're in there, and so that's what they've decided to have. Happy Monday. Okay, so tonight is Tuesday night, and we have the beef tips that I cooked in the crock pot with onions and the leftover carrots and the potatoes that I bought at Walmart. So we have this in here, and the kiddos are putting it over some rice, and they're fixing their plates. Yeah. So we are going to have, I guess, stew beef and rice. Happy Tuesday. All right, good morning. It is Wednesday. And it is actually 10:30 in the morning, but I have to get dinner started. So we are having chicken legs for dinner. We're actually having barbecue chicken legs that I'm gonna put in the crock pot, and I am going to make baked beans and corn on the cob to go with it later on. So right now I'm gonna season it up with some paprika, cumin, garlic, salt, and put it in the crock pot, cover it with some barbecue sauce and just let it cook for the rest of the afternoon. And it will be done by dinner time. All right, so I've got the chicken legs seasoned real nice, and then I'm just going to lay them in the bottom of the crock pot, and then I am going to cover them with the barbecue sauce. Then I'm actually going to make ketchup, Worcestershire, and a few other ingredients. So it'll be homemade barbecue sauce because I don't have any in a bottle. And then just gonna let it cook on low until about 5 o'clock. And then at 5 o'clock, I will take them out of the crock pot and put them in the broiler to crisp up the skin. I prefer to have crispy skin. So there they are. Let me add the barbecue sauce. Okay, so in order to make our barbecue sauce, we are going to use about half a cup of honey, 2 teaspoons of garlic, some Worcestershire, I don't really measure that, about a cup of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of oil, and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. So I just mix that together. I'll pour it in here, and then I will pour half of it on top of the chicken and reserve half of it to brush the chicken with when I put it in the broiler. And I put the garlic in the barbecue sauce because I didn't put it in the chicken. It's just easier to mix it together with the sauce than it is to put it on top of the chicken. I just find that it is a little more easy to work with whenever it gets mixed up with the rest of the sauce. So it's super simple to make your own barbecue sauce whenever you don't have any. I also don't measure things. Just because I'm just not in the habit of doing that. I firmly believe that when you're baking, you should measure, but when you are cooking, you don't necessarily need to measure. You just cook based upon taste and what your family likes. So, yeah. Let's see if we can get this stirred up into a barbecue sauce. I might add more ketchup. But, yep. Super simple barbecue sauce. Very easy to make. Sometimes I also add in Italian dressing instead of the oil. That gives it like a tangy taste. And we use that for our pulled pork sandwiches. Well, it's pulled chicken. We mix this up with Italian dressing instead, but I don't have any Italian dressing, so we'd use the oil. But that's it, super simple. And then we'll just pour it on top of the chicken. This really is a super easy dish, and you only need a little bit left to brush on top of it for the broiler. So, barbecue chicken coming up for dinner. Alright, so we have got the corn here getting ready to boil. Our baked beans are getting ready to boil. And at 3 o'clock, I poured the juice out of the chicken because I didn't want it to get so soft that it would fall off the bone. So what I've done now is I've taken that juice and put it in the pot with rice. So we're gonna make, you know, some southern dirty rice, greasy rice, whatever you want to call it. Now I'm taking the chicken out of the crock pot, putting it onto the pan where I am going to put the leftover barbecue sauce on top and put it in the broiler. Now, I've never used a broiler on our stove. So, not on this stove at least. We've had this stove for a few years now, and I've never used a broiler. So we're going to hopefully get the broiler working. I'm glad that I checked it first because my pan, a normal size pan, doesn't fit there. So I'm having to put the chicken on this pizza pan because it is actually small enough to fit into our little broiler. So I'm going to get this chicken on here, put the barbecue sauce on it, and put it down there to crisp up the skin. All right, here we go. We have our greasy rice, our barbecue chicken, baked beans, and corn. Got to add 2 more chicken over here, and then we'll be ready to serve. All right, you guys, it is Thursday night, so you know that we have Civil Air Patrol on Thursday nights. So we eat earlier and we eat leftovers because I just don't have time to cook a meal. Jaxton and McKinsey have to be at Civil Air Patrol by 5:45. So this is the night where we pull all of our leftovers out of the fridge and start to get rid of them for the week. So let me show you what we have left over in the refrigerator. We have the hot dogs and chili that we had yesterday for lunch. Tucker and Owen will be eating these. I would bet money that Wyatt is going to eat the chili. This is the carne picada that I made. We had tacos for lunch on Tuesday. This is the rest of that beef. So if they would like to use this to make a tortilla wrap or a burrito, they're welcome to do that. We also have leftover cucumbers that I cut up today for our Lunchables, homemade Lunchables at lunchtime. This is the stew beef roast that I made Tuesday night. There is some in this container and this container back here. So they are welcome to have this. And then we have the leftovers from last night's dinner, which is the barbecue chicken legs, the greasy rice, and the corn on the cob, which Tucker and Owen will probably have hot dogs and corn on the cob. And the rest of us will figure out what we want to have from this right here. And we might be able to get through it tonight. If not, we can't get through it tonight, then we will be having leftovers again tomorrow night instead of the beans and rice that I have on my meal plan. So that's what we have for tonight. Okay, it is Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock, and I am just now getting dinner started. I wasn't sure if we were going to have leftovers tonight or if I was going to stick to the meal plan and have our Crowder peas with rice. But I decided to have the Crowder peas with rice, and we're going to have leftovers tomorrow night, which is Saturday, and then we'll just take the chicken legs that were planned for tomorrow night and we will move them forward to next week's meal plan. But anyway, so I have started the Crowder peas. I sauteed some bacon and onion and garlic, and then I added my Crowder peas, salt and pepper and some bay leaves, and then I'm ready for it to boil, waiting for it to boil. And when it gets finished boiling, I will just turn it down and let it simmer until dinner time, and we will have the Crowder peas with rice. I thought somebody going down the hallway. I thought somebody went down the hallway. Crowder peas with rice and some good old Jiffy cornbread. So that is what is for dinner tonight. And again, we're gonna have the leftover beef stew potatoes tomorrow.
Ew.
Maybe with these leftover beans too. I don't know. You know me, I like to get the leftovers out of the fridge, and we'll be able to do that tomorrow night, and then we do that again on Sunday night, and then our refrigerator should be cleared out. So we'll see how that goes. But tonight is crowder peas and rice. All right, so dinner is ready. We have the beans that have been cooking all afternoon, cornbread, and rice. So I have plated up the little kids' dish plates. We're gonna let them cool off, get everybody else's dinner plated, and we're gonna have dinner tonight. Happy Friday. Okay, so it is Saturday night and we are having leftovers. We were supposed to have chicken legs, but we were having leftovers because we had a whole lot of beef stew left. So leftovers for dinner tonight. Thank you all for joining us, and we will do it again next week. Bye.